guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Ozzy from Ozzy Rants. How are y'all doing? I'm doing really good, just tired with training and stuff. And honestly, my last video, I was kind of scared to post it because honestly, I was afraid of the whole drama going on. But it turned out pretty good. So, today, we're gonna talk about a pretty popular book that you may have heard of. It has a lengthy title, but honestly, this book is like love for me. It is amazing. So, the book we're going to talk about today, or the book I'm going to be ranting about today, is The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. Now, the title is misleading. I know, it's a mouthful. But Evelyn Hugo is a beloved Hollywood actress and legend. She is now ready to tell her life story, but she wants to make sure that everything she says is true to who she is. So she hires Monique Grant, a relatively obscure writer, as her scribe. Everyone is taken aback by the decision, none more so than Monique, who comes from a pretty middle class background, but being offered the opportunity to write Evelyn's book and learn about the person behind the legend is a once in a lifetime opportunity that she cannot pass up. So basically, this whole story is like a mix of Monique's own life story and Evelyn's own monologue, like Evelyn's first person views on her life story. So, The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo is, well, about Evelyn Hugo's seven husbands. Seven men who are either horrible, compassionate, and somewhere in between. Ernie, who helped her reach where she is. Don, who battered her till she didn't know whether she could go on. Harry, who she loved more than any one of them. And Max, who loves the idea of her more than he could ever love her. But, despite its title, I believe this novel is truly about Evelyn Hugo. She is awful, difficult, and absolutely lovely. She's a flawed, intriguing, bold, and ambitious woman who clawed her way to the top and never gave up. She is also, and I'm not kidding, one of the most iconic characters I've ever read about. I am constantly in awe of the author's ability to describe the whole world and her characters in a way that seems realistic and yet magical at the same time. It never ceases to amaze me. So, this novel is also vehemently and unabashedly socio-political, which I honestly love to my deepest cores. Evelyn's narrative is about being a woman in a male-dominated society. It is one of being a Cuban woman or a woman of color in a world dominated by white women. It is one of the challenges of being a bisexual woman in a culture that demonizes being attracted to the same gender. It is one of burying oneself for ambitions, of selling oneself for their ambition, and deciding which procedure of aging and of never knowing whether your decisions were correct throughout your whole life. And this novel also has the most tragic romantic relationship I've ever read about. Now, I don't know, I'm not sure if I could possibly give out a spoiler about a romantic relationship, but the book community basically told me the spoiler before it, so here goes. I absolutely, to the deepest, darkest bits of my heart, adore Evelyn and Celia's relationship. Now, Celia here is a flawed character as well, I believe. The first time I read this book, I did not like her at all, but the times I've reread this book, I can honestly say I fell in love with her character more and more. And not to mention, Evelyn Hugo and Celia St. James are the picture perfect couple. They accept each other's flaws, they are literally the yin and yang for each other. Now, so here, honestly, Celia in this book is a very controversial character, you could say. She ignores a certain part of Evelyn just to fit her into one box, which is totally not what it is. And, I honestly did not like her at all. But then she grew on me and I started loving her. So, there you have it, folks. Evelyn Hugo and Celia St. James are one of my most favorite book relationships ever, and I will never shut up about them. Never, ever, ever. This book is honestly one of the best books I've read in my 19-year lifespan. I'll hand it to you. It's plus the inclusion, we've got three interracial relationships in here. And not to mention, Monique is a biracial woman living in a world dominated by white women. So, like, this honestly is the perfect package. Not to mention the LGBTQ plus representation in this. Like, even if you don't want to read it for, like, the chick lit fantasy, just read it for the representation. Like, I promise you, you will grow to love this book as much as I did. And, like, I will never, ever stop recommending this book to anyone I've ever met in my whole entire life. So, like, if you see me with this book somewhere around in college or somewhere, please don't judge me and make sure that you love this book. Please do read it. Yeah, that is all for today. So, like, that was a huge rant. I know I had it typed out here, but like that was a huge rant for me. So, like, how are y'all guys doing? Take care. Please stay safe. Comment down below which other books should I review, or honestly, what else should I talk about? Because I really do love talking a lot nowadays. Anyhow, take care, stay safe, love you all. Please drink some water. Bye. See you all in the next video. No, no. Are you gonna get up from my seat? Please? Okay. Clearly not.